So what I would do differently. Hey guys, welcome back to Millennial Moms. I'm Tay, and that means it's Tuesday. Today we are going to be doing kind of a different type of video for Tuesdays. Normally we're doing crafts and things like that. Sometimes we do other things, but today I wanted to give you guys a little bit of advice. So as a mom of 2 kids, 10 and 8, I have 10 years of experience, can see a little bit more than someone who is in the trenches right now. I can look back and I can see things that I wish that I did differently or that I was grateful that I did. And I thought it would be fun to share some of that stuff with you guys because I love getting advice from people who have been through what I'm going through. Sometimes it's kind of hard to keep your focus on certain elements of life when you are overwhelmed with groceries and laundry and life, and if you have some type of business that you're running or you work or you just have to raise your children, because that in itself is a full-time job, it's hard to keep track of what actually really matters and give you guys some things that maybe I wish I would have done a little differently. Sometimes I can look back and realize that even though some of my things were mistakes, that I learned from them, and that's the best you can do sometimes, and not to get down on yourself. I would let people take more pictures of me. I know as moms sometimes it's hard for us to want to be in pictures. We always want to have pictures of our kids, but one of the things that I would go back and do is make sure that my kids have a lot of pictures of me as they get older, because I know that I love seeing pictures of my mom and my grandma and pictures of me with them, and I have a little bit but not a lot, and so I wish that I would have let more people take pictures of me and my kids, or had someone grab the camera and take a picture of me with my kids. I would not obsess about my weight. As moms, I know that a lot of us do this, and it's different to have a mom body versus a non-mom body, but I definitely would rock it. I also would have gotten over my stretch marks a lot faster. When I first had stretch marks, I was devastated. Yes, I was a very young mom, but a lot of moms are devastated over this. And I actually realized that because I started looking at videos on YouTube of how to get rid of stretch marks, and I was finding that a lot of moms were discouraged about their stretch marks. And it wasn't until about 4 years ago that I decided to just rock them and think, not just say like, I'm gonna show them and deal with it. I just decided not to care anymore and realize that it's just a part of life and they're not horrendous, and part of life is growing, and stretch marks are kind of like one of those symbols of like, look, I'm a mom and I love my kids and I love my body and I love the journey that we've been on together, and I have stretch marks, so big deal. I would read more books. I definitely would spend more time learning about parenthood and things like that before I had to go through it, just so I could get a little bit more advice and be more prepared for it before I had to do it. Reminds me, I should probably pick up some teenage books right about now. I would have tried harder to breastfeed. I know that this is one of those things that you shouldn't judge moms if they breastfeed or if they don't. I actually bottle fed both of my kids. I breastfed with my first daughter for about 2 weeks and gave up. And I breastfed with my second daughter for about 2.5 months, and I didn't give up. I wasn't making enough milk. I don't think I was eating enough food, so I definitely would have eaten more food while I was breastfeeding. That's another thing I would have changed. With 1, I gave up too soon. I think I could have persevered through it. And 2, with my second child, I should have eaten more food so that I could have done it. But some people don't create that much milk, and don't get down on yourself if you can't breastfeed. I just think with my first child, I would have tried a little bit harder. I would have learned photography sooner. I didn't become a photographer until my kids were a little bit older, and I had taken them to countless photographers trying to get the perfect photo, and it just wasn't happening. So I started to pick up photography when my kids were about 1 and 3. I would have picked up photography long before I even had kids if I knew how beneficial it was going to be to have that skill in life. I would have tracked their milestones a little bit better. I am gonna be honest, I'm not the best person at making sure that I remember to do height charts and things like that. I would have baby wore. I had a baby carrier with both, and with my second child, I wore her a lot. With my first child, I did not wear her very much at all. So I wish that I would have baby wore. Now that I know what the benefits are of baby wearing, I definitely think that I should have done that. But I can't go back and I can't change it, but I think that baby wearing is amazing, and I would gladly wear someone else's baby all day long. I would have given my first kid sugar sooner. I know that sounds crazy, but we were kind of sticklers about this. We wanted to eat healthy, and we wanted our kids to eat healthy, even though we didn't eat that healthy, but we wanted our kids to eat healthy because we thought that it was important. So we didn't give my first child sugar. We didn't give Landis sugar until she was 1. She got her first round of sugar with her birthday cake on her first birthday, which she did not want anything to do with. It was way too sweet for her. But she since has learned to love sugar, and she actually craves it a lot more than my second child, who we were a lot more lenient with sugar. I know that sounds crazy, but I wouldn't have been an all or nothing mom on sugar. I would have given it in moderation, or let her taste some sweet things here and there before she was 1, so that 1, she liked her birthday cake, and 2, her body didn't think that it was just like this new amazing greatness that she had never experienced in her life, and she wanted more and more. My second daughter, my second child, is not a sugar addict, and I gave her sugar from the day she could put things in her mouth. I was like, here, taste this and taste this and taste that. And yes, it's not the best for their system, but I do think that it creates something a little bit more mentally prepared wise, that she doesn't feel like she's so deprived from it that she has to have a ton of it. Now that's just my own scientific hypothesis, but I think that that's what happened. So if I could go back, I would have changed that. Don't know if it would have changed anything right now, but it could have. As moms, we try our best and we try our hardest, and we should be grateful for a lot of the things that we do for our kids, because a lot of the times we just want the best for them, and that sometimes means making mistakes. So thanks for coming by, Millennial Moms, and checking out this Tuesday. If you guys want to see yesterday's video, check out right there. And if you guys want to see more from me on Millennial Moms, you can check out right there. And if you guys want to subscribe to Millennial Moms, right there. And if you guys want to see more from me on my own personal YouTube, I am Auntie Tay, and I love you guys. Goodbye.